Boom shakalaka, Bitcoin on the verge of a massive breakout as the cost basis cross has just occurred, where short-term holder cost basis crosses below the long-term holder realized price. Previous times, this has indicated a bottoming process for Bitcoin. Today's video, we're going to be taking a look at a lot of very interesting charts for Bitcoin and cryptocurrencies to determine exactly what you should do. Stay tuned. What's up, everyone? Randall here from Crypto Love. Today's video, we are taking a look at a massive, imminent Bitcoin breakout. Probably going to happen before this video even gets published. But also what this means for Bitcoin, why this cross is very, very important, and a bunch of other really interesting charts. I mean, the charts today, they have, sometimes there's no charts, and sometimes, like today, the charts are amazing. So stay tuned for this episode. Before we get into it, guys, make sure to like, subscribe, click the notification bell. Come join us over on Twitter at @TheCryptoLove. Push the like button. Now, today, Extreme Fear 24, same as we were yesterday, pretty much same for the past week. The entire market down 1% today. Bitcoin at 18,952, Ethereum at 1321, BNB at 275, XRP 48 cents, Cardano 45 cents, Solana $33, and Dogecoin 6 cents. And Bitcoin, despite having this massive head and shoulders that could push the price down to about $13,500, we have recently, over the past couple days, been finding support right above this green line, the 280 weekly moving average, historically the lowest support Bitcoin has ever found. But if you see right here, there is a wedge, and the breakout is pretty much the 26th of September, tomorrow. We could break out before then, but there is about to be a breakout either to the upside or the downside. Now, yesterday, this happened for the first time since 2019. After months of waiting, for the fourth time ever, Bitcoin's short-term holder cost basis has fallen below its long-term holder cost basis. What that means is people who bought Bitcoin in the short term actually bought it at a lower price than people who bought Bitcoin a longer time ago. Almost boggles your mind, but I mean, for people who bought it up here at the top, yeah, of course, their price is higher. This indicates a bottoming process. As a matter of fact, if you take a look previously, basically when the first cross happens, that's generally been the bottom. The second cross that happens, well, that happens towards the end of the bottom. So we had that first cross. Could be suggesting the bottom is already in. The next cross to watch for is a bull cross to the short term back above the long term. If you want to wait just to be safe, wait for the next cross. But who knows? Bitcoin may be $30,000 or more at that point. I'm not saying it won't go lower before then, because if we take a look at Bitcoin macro cycles, you might not like this one, but the macro cycle indicator is meant to show long-term cyclic trends on a daily scale. According to the macro cycle, accumulation zone hasn't started yet. Bitcoin price could experience one last rally, one last drop. So it has the accumulation zones right here, and we can see accumulation zone hasn't actually started yet. Now, again, note with this chart, accumulation zone is from roughly the bottom to way up there, almost all the way up to the top. Now, it hasn't really happened yet because we wait for this red to come down before hitting accumulation zone, but it does look pretty near, because in accumulation zone, these patterns go almost completely sideways. We are very, very close to sideways, not almost completely there yet, but this would be another bottom indicator to take a look for. Now, for all of those who think that this time is different because we have war and inflation, well, we've always had war and inflation, and the S&P 500 has always gone up in the long term. This is World War II, the most horrific war the world has ever seen. And guess what? S&P 500 went up 50% during World War II. Not only that, but the dot-com crash, we're following that almost completely. We can see downward wedge, flip, downward wedge, and then sideways breakout. Well, look, Bitcoin did. Downward wedge, flip, downward wedge, breakout sideways. Potentially could be following post-dot-com crash. The worst may be over. As a matter of fact, this pattern happens in every asset and would send Bitcoin to $200,000. So as you can see, we have a sideways wedge where we take sideways from the previous all-time high, happen in S&P 500, happen in gold. We break above there and then bounce off it twice before skyrocketing in price. This happened in gold, S&P 500. Guess what? If this happened in Bitcoin, $200,000 Bitcoin over the next year or two, because Bitcoin does have this potential bottoming pattern in play. If we take a look at the accumulation trend score, we get a very dark color followed by a light color. So this means a ton of people accumulating, or getting rid of, and then accumulation. Well, same thing happening again and again. Potentially, this is a bottom, just like previous bottoms were. Right now, the cryptocurrency uptrend has been an uptrend over 7 years support on this line. Each previous time, we have barely touching these levels. Right now, very, very similar. CMF shows higher lows configuration with total touches of support every line. We can see higher lows, higher lows. We're having higher lows. New rally always starts with belief. Disbelief. Could this be the bottom for cryptocurrency as well? Because we have this indicator, which on the bottom is the 100 RSI, and this is the 2-day TF and weekly MA 50-100 crossing. If we take a look at this, every time it crossed, that was a buy. Then it crossed again, hodl, and then sell when the RSI hits the top. So buy, hodl, sell. Well, we're at buy right now, suggesting that this could be a great buy opportunity. The RSI cross indicator shows us we're nearing the end of the bear phase. We can see that with the peaks, we have a bear market. This crosses to the downside, and then when it flips to the upside, guess what? That's the beginning of the bull market. Now we have this flipping happening where we have higher lows. We haven't yet crossed back above yet, not suggesting a bull market at the moment, but we're in that kind of that sideways transition period. Right now, Mustache saying, I already warned you about a double bottom at the end of July. Right now, you think we're falling out of this normal parabolic pattern. So this is a normal chart, falling out of the parabola. This happened the double top where we fell out of the parabola, double top, fake out, and then price came down. Well, this is the inverted Bitcoin chart right now, where we have almost the same exact thing, where we have a parabola, broke out of the parabola, double bottom, potentially heading back up. Even this, if we take a look at the profit and loss bands, they have officially crossed. Each time previously in the bottom, the profit and loss bands have crossed, signaling bottoms in all of the previous times. A significant development in Bitcoin's bottoming process, which brings us to this chart right here. Very interesting, a long-term investor value map. So everybody wants to buy the exact bottom, and if you want to do that, good luck to you. But the goal is just to somewhat buy in the area of the bottom, and this kind of gives you a good idea of where the area of the bottom could be. For me, it's anywhere between $0 and $20,000 is the bottom. But if we take a look at this, the long-term investor value map, pay attention under 24/7, value under 21, deep value under 18.5, so almost close to where we are right now today. We are in deep value. That's a great buy opportunity. Extreme value under 16, generational value under 13. And I think that's where everybody's waiting to buy that, is this generational value. But look at how infrequently it touches generational value. It basically doesn't. So if we get down there this time, well, that could be great for everybody who's looking for it. But we just may not hit it. Who's to know? Because we may, just as we got wicked off the top here, look at this double top wick off. Well, we might have a double bottom wick off happening right now. And it's about to break out over the next few days. So that's all for today's episode. If you did enjoy it, push the like button. It helps out so much. I'll catch you guys later. Love you. Peace.
If you don't think Bitcoin's going to $1 million a coin and then $10 million a coin, you're already a loser.